Hey everybody, and welcome to this tutorial on how to texture paint an industrial metal door in 3D coat. As you can see over here, we're going to be working on how to add your own rust to your metal, like manually, and we're also going to be adding some stickers to our door, like these hazardous or dangerous stickers. And we're also going to be adding a window. As you can see in this window, there's some reflection and you can see through the window. And yeah, that's going to be it for the tutorial, so enjoy! So we'll be starting with new starter file in 3D code. So from here we'll import our model that we want to texture paint. Let me just press X over there. Yeah. And go to File and Import and press Import Model for per pixel painting. And then from here we're going to look for a model, but since I already know where my model is, I'm going to click my model. My model is going to show up, and since I'm using normal maps for Blender, I keep Blender there, and I don't want any subdivisions for my model. I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna actually have it auto mapped because I didn't make it UV set while I was in Blender, and I'm gonna keep the no smoothing. And then UV map name, I can call it just door. Now today I'm gonna be using the 2K because I'm gonna be doing a little bit more complex texturing, and I don't think it's going to affect my recorder, so yeah. Great, okay. So my model has just been done being imported, and from here you can check if there are any problems or any errors while your model is being imported. So you can press numpad 4. Yeah, just press the number 4, not the numpad, the number 4. It's going to show your model's geometry, and from there you can see how your model looks. So this is a very low poly model, and at the back over here on the window you can see it doesn't show because the normals of the window is only facing the front here. So yeah, so from there what I'm going to do is press 4 again and press the numpad 2 to go to front view, and press 5 to go to orthographic projection view. So from there, I press the numpad 4 again because we're not going to bake the textures first. We're going to add a couple normals to the mesh, because as you can see, I didn't make any separate normals for the mesh in any separate application or software. So I'm going to make the normals here before I bake the ambient occlusion, because I want the normals to receive the ambient occlusion. So from here, I'm going to click on this alpha, and I'm going to increase it by, if you hold the right mouse button and drag, increase it a little bit. And then I'm going to pan here. I'm going to zoom in. So from here, I'm going to add a ruler, and I'm going to stop my point from here, and then zoom out a little bit. I'm using these gizmos because I'm using a laptop right now, so I don't really have a mouse, but it's not going to be a problem if you have a mouse. You can use them too. So I'm going to hold shift, because that snaps it to a vertical or horizontal rotation or direction, something like that. Yeah. So from there I'll drag it down and I'll put it right there, just so I don't have any problems while I'm plotting my normal maps. So I can press escape now, and I can click show in other tools. So it's going to show the ruler in other tools, and it's going to snap to guides. I want that. So I can go back to my brush and pan up and zoom, and from here I'm going to set the depth. I'll uncheck the opacity, the color opacity, and I'm going to set the depth to 200, and then from there I'm going to left click. Wait, is it showing? Okay, so I'm gonna right click there. Right click there. You don't really need to add any certain measurements. It's just we're gonna estimate where we're gonna put this. We're gonna plot these mini screws. These are like practically playing as mini screws on the door. So yeah, that's the fourth one. Over there. Over there. Over there. And yeah, right here. And yeah, just close to the bottom. That's nice. Great. As I zoom out, now hide my, yes, I like that. So I'm gonna do this on the other side also. Just so you know, I've pressed the numpad 5 to show my model's geometry, so I know where I'm putting my normal maps. So from there, hold shift to snap it and bring it down. Press escape, my brush, and then again I'm gonna do it. Now here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. So I zoom in a little bit. Doesn't really need to be to proportion, so it's not a problem. Bottom to over there, I want it right there. Yeah. So now I can hide a second ruler and okay. So from there, we're gonna add another ruler. From this point, I'm gonna hold shift to snap it to this point and press escape. So kick my brush and I'm gonna plot 1, 2. No, that's too close. Over there, there, and there. Great. Now from here, I also want to plot some more on the window. So I can hide my ruler there, my line. And on the window, it doesn't really need to have a ruler. You can just plot it because it's a really small detail and it's a really thin line. So plot that there, over there, over there. Great. Okay, no, that was too close. So Control Z to undo that and put that there and put that over there. Great. So now we've plotted all our mini screws that will work with our normal map. So we can press 4 again, and then from there, now we can bake our ambient occlusion. If I'm not forgetting anything, yes, I'm not forgetting anything. Calculate ambient occlusion, and yeah, that's okay. So my ambient occlusion is just finished baking, and as you can see, it is included the little normal maps I've just added. So that's what I really want. So from here, now we can name this layer metal, and then just drag this out a little bit, and then we can uncheck that. So now we're gonna go to default, to metals, and we're gonna add we're gonna use the copper old. So just click on the copper old you have. This is one I made myself, but we're gonna use that one. Oh yes, I forgot to bake my curvature map, so it's gonna automatically bake the curvature for me. So my curvature just finished baking, and from there I am gonna click my fill tool, and I'm gonna see how this looks with my smart material preview. And now I don't want that roughness on the door because that makes it look really old. I want it to be a little bit smoothened out. So a way to do that, let me just hide this. You can come and right click here and click Smart Material Editor, and from there you can, when I go down here, the copper is actually spelled Cooper. I do not know why they did that, but you can click on the copper and come to the normals and the depth and make it 3. Great. Now from there I'm going to save that as new, and that's all I need to do. Save that as new, and now my material has appeared on its own, so I can delete this one that I've already made. Just delete it. Right click and delete. So from that point, after my material has been deleted, I'm gonna click on this one that we've just made and we'll preview it. And now as you can see, there isn't much of that roughness or the bumps. So let's see. Great. So I'm gonna fill that here, and great, as you can see, it's just filled my door, and yeah, it looks really good. I like it. Then now we're gonna make a new layer, and we're gonna call this layer paint. Then we go to the paint and we'll look for which paint we're going to use today. So yeah, we're going to be using this paint old and grainy. You probably also have it, so it's not going to be a problem. Click paint old and grainy, and let me just uncheck this box. You can press the right mouse button and it's now been unchecked, so it's going to show what it's going to look like. Now that's really quite great. So I'm going to show you where and how to get this from an image, a color from an image. So I've already had my image here, but how to get this, just say select, and in pictures, go to the bottom, go to your picture and click your picture, and your picture is going to show up. So from there you can zoom in, pan it a little bit, zoom in a little bit more, and then just click on the color you want and press OK. And from there you can see how it looks. Just it needs to be a little bit darker. So come back to that HSL2 and darken it a little bit, and then fill. Now from there, as you can see, it's been filled, and press 5. It doesn't look too rough. So from there, press, oh yeah, you can now go back to the layer metals and go to metals, yes, and we're gonna add the the PBR material, no, metal light. So click on that, and then you can preview how it's going to look on our model. It looks fine. So as you can see, the normals don't appear. But let's see, if it doesn't appear, it's not going to be a problem. We can re-add them. It's not going to be a problem. So just add that over. No way, actually just do that. And then make a separate layer called Metal 2. And preview that. If it doesn't work the same way, then great. Now it's showing. So you can add that now. No, great. Now it's showing. Paint that. Also paint the window here. Then also at the back, if the window needs painting. As you can see, the back I haven't really put a lot of effort into it because we're going to be focusing mainly on the front. Paint the back. Great. Now, well, we can, okay, we go back to metal, just on metal, and we're gonna click metal old, and we're gonna fill this bar over here. This is how it looks. It looks great. So I'm going to fill this bar. I'm also going to fill this bar over here and this bar too. And then the little screws there, I'm also going to fill them with metal light. Great, now they've been filled. Then you can zoom out, and then from there, now we're going to be wanting to add our dirt because this door looks really clean. And also the hinges on the side, you can fill those with metal too, with metal light. So after filling that, now you can go up. And okay, now to get into the more detailed part. So we're gonna go to paint, press 2 to go to front view and 5 to go to orthographic view. And then I'm gonna come here, image, and I'm just gonna see where the dirt is on the door. Okay. That looks good, but let's just add some paint to this bar over here. So we're gonna add, okay, this paint looks good, paint old. And we're gonna go back to our image and click this color. And come back to HSL2 and just add more color to it. Great. And from there, you can zoom in and click that. And also click that. And click that. Great. Also the top. And then from there, well, we're going to be adding the little rusty parts of the door. So as you can see, we have a rust part over here, but that's not really going to be necessary because it's going to add rustiness in the wrong places. So if I was to click this rust and preview that, it doesn't give it that rustiness that I want, you know. So we're going to add our own manual rusting. So just hide that, go to front view and click on the eraser tool and come to one of these alphas up here, and I'm going to use this one. Okay, no, I'll use this one first. This can be done randomly. It's based on how you want it to be done. So I'm going to go to the paint. Now the reason I did that, the reason why I used copper underneath, because copper has a more rusty color, so it's going to work well with it. So as I increase this a little bit, paint there, paint that, and then just always keep on switching the ones you're using so it can give you that randomness that you want, you know. You can use the lines, just rotate it with the brackets, use the brackets to rotate. I do not know why that's not showing. Great. Now come up here, the eraser transparency, and click 65. Okay, no, that's quite a lot. Okay, now I think I use that on another part. Just use one of these dirts. Let me see which one I can use. I'll use that. Yes, this is what I was looking for. You can fill that a little bit. Then up here, to make it seem like the dirt is kind of fading out a little bit, just drop this to 45 and small sections. Great, that looks nice. And then also on the other side, just increase that a little bit. No, just increase that a little bit. As you can see, the eraser transparency is still low because I don't want it to be too much. You must give that random look, you know. And then from there, you can use that. Also, going down on there, great. And then also on the windows, you can use this. Okay, no, that's a lot. So rotate this downwards. Okay, no, rotate it downwards so you get the little spikes aiming downwards, and decrease it with the square brackets, and just add that to the windows. And then around here on the sides. Okay, now that's a lot. Just a little bit. Great, 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 great. Then a nice one here. Increase the size. No, I want that up here. Okay, no, not over there. So decrease that a little bit. And this side. Over there. And then around the sides here, just increase that. Paint objects, let me just hide that. Because I don't want to fill that now. And then come back to layers. Then use that. This is just to make the door look quite grungy, you know. Yeah, I use that there. Come and click this one. Is it there? No, okay, no, that's a lot. Shade it a little bit. Use it over there. Let me take that a little bit. Okay, let's use another one. Going down. Great. That looks nice. Let's use this one here. Great. And then we can check our image again to see where the dirt is. Okay. Then just going down here, you can add some more dirt. Rotate that a little bit. It's the bottom. Yeah, this looks quite dirty, but I'm not really done with adding the dirts, so just go to paint objects again, and then add the closure again. Yeah, and then just add some dirt to the closure, you know. So increase that, rotate it in this direction just to get the spikes showing a little bit. Great. Nice. Great. And then from there we are going to be adding, what are we going to be adding? Let me check and see the picture. Okay, so now we're adding some dirt to the steel on the outside. So make a new layer and call this layer dirt. And go to dirt. And I've made my own custom dirt here. But a way to make that, just click on that, on the dirt too. Right click and click Smart Material Editor, and from there you can come to Edge Scatter by layer 0, and let me see if I decrease that. Okay, increase it, yeah, increase it, not decrease it. Increase it to about 19. Now because I already have mine, I'm going to use the same one, just increase it a little bit. I'm going to use that. Then from there, I can just come to my fill tool, and I can preview how it's going to look on my metal. Great. So from there, I can fill my metal. Just fill that and fill over here. Great. Then press numpad 2 again. Then go down to the bottom, because now we'll be adding these little yellow and black lines. So come to the split image tool and go to the color texture. This is a way of adding like sticking pictures to your mesh in a much simpler way, or a more controllable way. So come down here and this stripe. So I'll leave this text in the descriptions if you want it. It's going to be there. Open it. It might be on the color texture part, not the depth texture, it's the color texture part. And then click this point. Oh no, press escape. We're going to want to do it on the paint section actually. So click this point and that point. Now you can see it's a little bit uneven. So just pan down a little bit and rotate it here. Rotate till it looks even. Great, and you can increase it in size till it fits the whole door. So just so it doesn't interfere with the sides of the door, you can come here and hide the sides. So go back to layer, and I think from there is really good. It's fine from there. Then press enter. Oh wait, before you press enter, actually Control Z. It's actually a very common mistake. Come to your materials pan and click close, so it doesn't add any of these materials, and right click on this color panel so it can add just the color of the image, and then press enter. Okay, press Ctrl Z again and uncheck the depth, because we just want the opacity and reflection. Now as you can see, it's showing now, but it's got this hexagonal type of specular glossiness. So a way to remove that, just press 2 and click your eraser. Since your transparency is set it to 50, and come here and click rectangular painting. And then from there, let me just come and use that so I can see it more properly. And from there, I can drag. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I can drag over my paint. Oh wait, no. All I want to remove is the glossiness. So to do that, I have to uncheck the opacity. So I do that. Now it will probably look much better. It's not as, you can't see the hexagons as much. And then from there you can bring back your sides and check this, and then we are gonna be adding some dirt here, because as you can see in the image, it fades out a little bit here. So press cancel that and use this one. Increase the size. No, wait, what am I doing? Just come back and click on that type of painting. Increase its size. Rotate it. Now this one, since it's on the door, it's not going to really affect the sides, so it's not going to be a problem. Let's do that. Over there, that. Okay, no, that's quite a lot. And then no, not that one. This one, yeah. Just so it can make the door look a bit more realistic, you know. Just, oh yeah, and set the eraser transparency to 90, so you can see the erasing more. Great. Okay, now that's a lot there. Okay, just get another one, put that on top. No, wait, put that on top, and then down here. Great. Now from there, what I want to do is I want to add dirt also to the metal. So I'm gonna hide the front of the door. I'm gonna hide that, and right click there, and I want a more or less brownish color. So if I come to brown, yes, great, that looks good. Let's drop the darkness a little bit more. And then from there, I can paint on my dirt, increase the size. Okay, no, I do not know why it's like that. Oh yeah, come to paint and click paint old, and from there just paint all over it. Just paint all over it. Be rotating this a little bit so you can get a little bit of that random look, you know. Then from there, just a little bit of that random look. Just make it dirty a little bit, like around the whole model, around the whole metal, so it can look a bit more realistic, you know. Also on top, take that down and just use a different one. Then also emphasize a lot of the dirt just down here. That's where it's fading a lot. Also on the side a little bit. And make the door cover visible. As you can see now, it's great. Now the door's starting to look together more. as you can see. Press 5 and 2 again. Then now we're adding the stickers over there. So come back here and get a new image, get the voltage, paint, and uncheck. No, I think I'm gonna leave this one checked. Okay, I'm gonna leave the paint checked for now. I want to use paint old and grainy. I'm gonna right click on this to uncheck this color, then click there. Oh wait, no, cancel those 2 points. And so my model's upside down now, but I can rotate it. Rotate your image, and then your width modulator, just increase it a little bit. Then bring this here to the side, increase it in size a little bit, and then from there press enter. See how that looks? Okay, I do not know why it's showing that. Oh wait, yeah, I got to remove that first. So I shouldn't use that actually. So I'm just gonna come press close here, and then from there press enter. Oh wait, no, mistake again. Uncheck the depth and then press enter. Great, now it's showing. So from there, now you can add your other image, add the sign, increase it in size, move to the side, increase it a little bit, increase the width, and press enter. Now your sign is there. Great. Now we'll be making the window transparent, and we'll be adding some reflection. So go to default. Now this may not be the best way to add window transparency, but it's a way I found works for me. So you can do that too. So just I've got with my transparency. So here, a way to show you how to do it. Click on the default color that we all have, and I'm gonna set the layer opacity to 30. Yes, to 30. Then the roughness to 0. Then the metalness to 100%. Now it's not really showing much, because if I press 100, it shows, but when I decrease the layer opacity, it doesn't show much. I'm not sure why that happens, but as you keep on using 3D Code, you might find out. And then from there, you can press save. And then you can come to the fill tool, just make this white, okay, and uncheck that, and then come down to layer 0. This is the layer of your model, where your model, this is the layer for the models. So from there, oh yeah, no problem there, and then I click fill. Now it looks like that because it's being affected a little bit by the ambient occlusion. So go to ambient occlusion and come to the fill tool and say fill with eraser. So it'll erase the ambient occlusion, and now you can see a little bit through it. Now you can see some reflection a little bit, you know. So from there, go back to that layer, and set the roughness to maybe 10,000. The roughness opacity, and the metal opacity to 1000. Great. Now as you can see, there's reflection, and it looks a lot like a little window there. And then you can come up to dirt and add some dirt to your model. You just click on dirt 2 and fill. Oh yeah, fill with eraser actually. Uncheck that and fill it. And now, as you can see, there's some dirt on the window. And we have finished with our little door. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial, and please like or subscribe, and I promise y'all to keep on dropping some more tutorials on 3D code. So have a wonderful day. Thank you.